Hello students, in this video I will show you a very important thing in Excel, that is the worksheet controls. So at first of all you have to know what is worksheet controls. Worksheet controls is a control by which you can control the worksheets by a single click, and for that you don't have to go to any other tab. Suppose you want to merge some cells. To merge some cells, what we usually do, we go to the home tab, and from there you can merge some cell that you want. Okay, by remaining any other tab, you can't merge some cells. To merge some cells, you have to come to home tab. Okay, suppose you want to remove the grid lines of any worksheet. To do that, you have to go to view tab, and then only you can remove the grid lines. Okay, and if you want to protect your worksheet, for that you have to go to review tab, and then only you can protect the worksheet. But if you use the worksheet controls version 1.0, by a single click you can change your worksheets. You can change anything that you want to do. Okay, so at first of all I will show you how it looks like. It looks like this. You can see worksheet control version 1.0. If I click here, then you can see it looks like this. It is the worksheet controls, and there are 23 buttons over here, you can see, and each and every button has its individual use. Okay, so at first of all you can see here that in this particular workbook there are 3 worksheets, that is sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3, and here you can also see 3 worksheets, sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. Okay, if I select sheet 2 from here, then you will see that I have moved to sheet 2, and if I select sheet 3 from here, then you will see I have moved directly to the worksheet 3, that is sheet 3. Okay, I select sheet 2 from here, you can see I have directly moved to worksheet or sheet 2. And if I select from this drop down list sheet 3, then you can see I have moved directly to sheet 3. Okay, now I will show you how you can insert a new worksheet. To insert a new worksheet, you can see a button is here. If I click on this button, a new worksheet will be added automatically. Here are 3 worksheets, that is sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. If I click on this button, a new worksheet will be added in the name of sheet 4. Okay, and you can see the same worksheet here also. You can see the same worksheet here also. Okay, I select from here, I click on this button. Now you can see the worksheet, that is sheet 4 here, and you can also see the same worksheet here also. Now if I select any other worksheet, then I will move directly to that particular sheet. If I select sheet 3 from here, you can see I have moved directly to the sheet 3. If I select sheet 2 from here, then I will move directly to the sheet 2, or if I select sheet 1 from here, then I will directly move to sheet 1. Okay, now I will show you how you can rename a particular worksheet. To rename a particular worksheet, first of all you have to select a sheet that you want to rename. Okay, suppose I want to rename this particular worksheet, that is sheet 4 that I have just added. So first of all I have to select this particular worksheet, then only I can rename this particular sheet. So how can I select this particular worksheet? From the select sheet option, from this combo box, if I select sheet 4 from here, then you will see that I will move directly to sheet 4, and then at that time my active sheet will be sheet 4. Then I can easily rename the worksheet, rename this particular worksheet, that is sheet 4. Okay, so from this combo box I select sheet 4. Now my active sheet is sheet 4. Now if I click on this button, rename sheet, and now I have to give the name of the worksheet that I want to rename. Okay, the name I have to give the name at which name I want to rename this particular worksheet. Okay, suppose I give the name as purchase and I click OK. Now we can see the worksheet has renamed to the sheet name purchase, and you can see it here also. Okay, now suppose if you don't need this particular worksheet that I have just renamed, you can also delete it. So if I click on this button, that is delete sheet, then you can see the worksheet that I have just renamed has deleted completely. Okay, so from the select sheet option, you can also can't see the worksheet that I have renamed, that is purchase. I have deleted. Okay, now the next option is tab color. So suppose you want to change the tab color. I want to change the tab color. Now I want to change the tab color of this particular worksheet, that is sheet 3. So if I click on this button, that is tab color, and now on this input box I have to give the color index number. So if you don't know what is color index number, I request you please see the video that we have published related to color index number. After seeing that video, I think that you will know what is color index number. Okay, and I can only tell in this video that color index number is a number which is fixed for each and every color. First of all, you have to know the color index number of any specific color, then only you can highlight any range or any cell, or you can change the tab color. Okay, so if in this input box, if I give here 3, and click OK, then you can see this tab color, this particular worksheet has changed to the tab color red. Okay, because the color index number 3 is used for red color. If I again give here 4, instead of 3, if I give 4 and click OK, then you can see the active sheet, the tab color of active sheet has changed to green color. Okay, by this process you can highlight the tab color of any active sheet. Suppose if I go to sheet 2 and now I want to highlight this particular tab, so if I give here 5 and click OK, then you can see, if I go to sheet 1, then you can see the tab color of sheet 2 has changed to blue color. Okay, by this process you can highlight the tab, you can change the tab color or you can even change the background color by the color index number. Okay, now I will show you how you can protect a worksheet. Now this particular worksheet is editable. You can edit. Okay, if I write anything on this particular worksheet, I can able to write. Okay, now if I again go to use worksheet controls and protect this worksheet and click on this button, now the whole worksheet, that is sheet 1, is protected. Now I can't be able to edit. Okay, if I double click on it, now you can see the cell or chart that you are trying to change is protected and therefore read only. Okay, now I can't do any edit, it is protected. Okay, so if I want to unprotect this worksheet, then I have to click on this button, that is unprotect sheet. Now the whole worksheet, that is sheet 1, is unprotect. Now I can easily change anything. Okay, now it is unprotect. Okay, but before it is protected. Okay, now I will show you how you can merge the cell. It is very important. Before merge cell, I want to show you how you can select a range, then only I can show you how you can merge cells. Okay, so now I will show you how you can select range. To select a range, I have to click on this button, that is select range. Now I have to give a range. On this input box, I have to give a range. Suppose I give this particular range. Okay, I give this particular range and I want to merge this range. You can see the range has taken, automatically the range has taken, and I click OK. Select range, OK. Now you can see the range is, this particular range is highlighted, and if I click on this merge cell, then you can see, then you will see this particular range will automatically get merged. Okay, you can see this particular range has merged. If I want to unmerge this particular range, then I have to click on this button, that is unmerge cell. You can see the merge cell has unmerged automatically. If I want to do it merge and center, I have to click on this button. Okay, now it is merge and center. Okay, now suppose you want to highlight a cell, highlight any cell. I click on this button. Now if I click on any cell on any particular sheet of any particular sheet, suppose I want to highlight this particular range, that is I want to highlight this cell, and I click OK, then you can see this particular cell get highlighted. If I select this particular cell and click OK, you can see this particular cell is highlighted. If I go to sheet 2 and if I highlight any cell from here, suppose I highlight this particular cell and I click OK, you can see this particular cell is highlighted. Okay, by this process you can highlight any cell. Now I will show you how you can select any cell. Suppose I am now in A1. If you now it is now I am working on A1. Suppose I want to go to D5. I want to go to this particular cell. Okay, that is D5. So how can I go? From this worksheet controls, I click on this button, select any cell, and from the input box, if I click here D5 and click OK, then you can see my active cell at present is now D5. Okay, if I want to again to go to F1, suppose I want to go to this particular cell and I click OK. Now you can see my active cell at present is A1. Okay, by this process you can select any cell you can select. Okay, now I will show you how you can change and know the font size. It is very important. Okay, first of all I will show you how you can change the font size. Suppose I write on this particular cell, I write A over here, I write A. Now I go to worksheet controls and I want to change the font size. Suppose I change it to 12 and I click OK. Now you can see the font size has increased. Now how you can know whether the font size has increased to 12 or not? To know that, I have to click on this button, no font size. By this, if I click on this button, I can know the font size of this particular cell. Okay, I click on this button, no font size. As soon as I click on this font size, you can see 12. 12 is the font size of this particular cell. Suppose I change the font size to 20 of this particular cell. I change the font size to 20. I change the font size to 20 and I click OK. Now you can see the font size has increased. Now to know whether the font size has increased to 20 or not, I have to click on this button. You can see the font size of this particular cell, that is 20. Okay, by this process you can change the font size and also you can know what is the font size of any particular cell. Okay, now I will show you how you can select a worksheet. If I click on this button, that is select worksheet, now in this input box I have to give the worksheet number. That is, if I give it 1 and click OK, you can see if I click OK, then I will go directly to sheet 1. Okay, you can see I have moved directly to sheet 1. If I give it 2 and click OK and select worksheet, if in this input box if I give a 3 and click OK, then you can see sheet 3 selected has been selected, and if I click OK, then I will directly move to sheet 3. You can see my active worksheet is now sheet 3. Now by this process you can select any worksheet. Okay, now I will show you how you can get the column number and the row number automatically. If I click on this button, I have to give a address, cell address I have to give on this input box. After giving the cell address, I have to click OK. Then you can see the row number and the column number. Okay, if I give it A5 and click OK, then you can see the row number is 5 and the column number is 1. Okay, now if I give here double AA1 and click OK, then you can see the row number is 1 and the column number is 27. Okay, if I again change the value, suppose I give R5 and I click here OK, then you can see the row number is 5 and the column number is 80. You can check, okay, it is correct, it is 100% correct, and I click OK. By this process you can get the column number and the row number. Now suppose you can see the grid lines in this worksheet. Suppose you want to hide the grid lines. How can you do that? Easily, by a single click. I have created a button over here, remove grid lines. If I click on this button, then you can't see the grid lines of this particular worksheet. So I click on this button, that is remove grid lines. Now you can't see the grid lines of this particular worksheet. And if you want to see it again, if you see the grid lines, then I have to click on this button, that is show grid lines. You can again see the grid lines in this particular worksheet. Okay, if I go to sheet 2 and suppose I want to hide the grid lines of this particular worksheet, so if I click on this button, that is remove grid lines, then you can't see the grid lines, and if I click on this button show grid lines, you can see the grid lines. Now I will show you how you can change the background color of any particular cell. Suppose I want to change the background color of this particular cell. I click on this button. Now the same thing, I have to give the color index number. If I give a 3 over here, or if I give a 5 over here and click OK, then you can see the particular the color index number, the particular cell has changed to blue color. If I again click on this button and if I give 10 or if I give it 11 and if I click OK, then you can see the background color of this particular cell has changed. Okay, by this process you can change the background color of any active cell. Okay, you can also, suppose I want to change the background color of this cell, that is B10. I want to change the background color of B10. So how can I do that? First of all, I have to select this cell. How can I select the cell? I type here B10, or from here I can also select B10 and I click OK. Now my active cell is B10. Now I go to change background color and give any color index number. Suppose I give it 8 and click OK. Then you can see the background color of this particular cell has changed automatically. By this process you can change the background color of any active cell. Okay, now I will show you how you can give your own worksheet name, how you can give your own sheet name. Before I have shown you how you can insert a new worksheet, but now I will show you how you can give your own worksheet name. To give a own worksheet name, I have to click on this button. On this input box, in this input box I have to give the worksheet name that I have to give, that I want to give. Suppose I give this worksheet name as inventory, and I click OK. Then you can see a new worksheet has added in the name of inventory. You can see it here also. You can see it here also. I can again insert one worksheet. Suppose I want to insert a worksheet in the name of sales. So I have to type here sales. In this input box I type sales and I click OK. Then you can see a new worksheet has added automatically. By this process you can create hundreds of worksheets by your own name. Okay, I have shown you two ways by which you can add a new worksheet. You can add a new worksheet from here also. You can add a new worksheet from here also. There are two ways by which you can add a new worksheet. Okay, now I will show you how you can hide the ribbon and unhide the ribbon. Now you can see the ribbon is unhidden, unhide. To unhide the ribbon, I have to click on this button, that is hide ribbon. If I click on this button, you can see the ribbon has hidden. If I click on this button unhide ribbon, then you can again see the ribbon. It is not only for this worksheet. If I go to any worksheet, suppose I go to sheet 3, and if I click on this button, that is hide ribbon, you can't see the ribbon. And if I click on this button, that is unhide ribbon, you can see the ribbon. Okay, and the last thing is to show you how you can protect all cells having the formulas. Now I will show you how you can protect all cells having formulas. It is very important to know how you can do that. By a single click you can do that. So first of all, I have to do some changes in the worksheet. Suppose I insert some values. I insert some values and I will make addition. The simple things I will do. I will do the sum and I take this range and press enter, and I will drag it till this. Now you can see, if I want to edit in the formulas, I can edit. It is editable. Okay, suppose if I write anything, I can write. Okay, if any person edit in your formulas, they can edit anything they can do with your formulas. So to protect your only the formulas, if you can protect the formulas, you can do it. Only you can protect your formulas. Nothing other thing will be remain same. Only the formulas will be protected. Okay, I can do anything with the formulas as present, but if I go to, but I can change the values over here, but I can't be able to change the formulas. Okay, I can't change the formulas. So if I go to the worksheet controls version 1.0, and if I click on this button that protect all cells having formulas, then you can't change the formulas. Then all the formulas in this particular worksheet will get protected. Okay, so I click on this button, protect all cells having formulas. Now all the cells having formulas get protected. You can't change any formulas. If I click on this formula, you can see the cell or chart that you are trying to change is protected and therefore read only. I can't change the formulas, but before I can change the formulas. It is editable, all the formulas editable, but I can't at present. I can't change any formulas, but I can change the value. It is editable. I can edit the values. Suppose in place of 1, if I give here 81 and I press enter, then you can see the changes over here. You can see the sum also, but you can't change the value. You can't edit the formulas. You can't play with the formulas. Okay. So if I want to double click on it and try to edit, I can't do it. Okay. By this process, you can protect all the formulas. But if I click on any other cell, if I click on this cell, then I can change this cell. This cell is not protected. But if I click on this button, then you can see it is protected. Okay. If I click on this button, I can change this particular cell. If I give here 126 and press enter, then you can see the result. But I can't edit this particular cell. Okay, all the formulas of this particular worksheet get protected. By this process, you can protect all the formulas on your particular worksheet. It is very helpful. And in this video, I have shown you all the uses of the buttons. I have shown you. From the next video, we will provide you how you can create this in your own Excel, and it is very helpful for you. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel to get the latest video notification, to know how to create this, how to make this. If you want to know, then subscribe the channel and share the link to your social medias, educational groups and your friends to know yes, I can create this. It is very helpful for you. So please subscribe and share the link with others too, so that others also can join us. Okay, thank you all.